H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and sometimes Chris Walker, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we broadcast it all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And it is what day? Is it that day? Is it that day that I really like? Is it Women Rock Wednesday today? Yeah, of course it's Women Rock Wednesday. Happy Women Rock Wednesday to every woman all over the world. And gonna have a great day. Do me a favor, text, tag, tell somebody about this Chop Shop today, because it's gonna be different. Yeah, it's gonna. I got a few things for you. I'm gonna talk about and I told you to bring your friends on. I need some people who went to Essence Festival this year. A person who's been to Essence over the years. I just want to talk about it because I got some information about it, and I just want to share it with you. And I want y'all to share me with what you've been thinking about. Shout out to my starting 5 today on each network we got on YouTube popped on. They just YouTube just went just like that. They got Simmons Sims, the Panther Network, Daryl Anderson, Corey Willis, and Joe Baldwin. They popped on first. They just beat everybody up. But guess what? I can't talk about them today. Fellas, I saw y'all. I can't talk about y'all today because it's Women Rock Wednesday, but I saw how y'all popped up, so I gave y'all a little pub. But let me really talk to the girls. See, guys, that's the first time I ever did that. But y'all popped on so fast, I had to recognize you today. But let me show you. We got D. White. We got Dale Griggs in the building. Hold on. Oh, that's all. Okay. Fellas, that's why. Shout it out to y'all, fellas. The women ain't here yet. I see you, Robert Young. I see you, Reginald Simpson. I see you, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. This gonna be Mindy Collins is in the building. Is in the building right now. Let me see. That's wait, Mindy. Mindy, we miss you. I see you been on vacation. I ain't mad at you, boy. I ain't mad at you. I like that, Mindy. I like that. I really like that. Who we got? D. White, Dale Griggs, and Mindy. One more other girl. I'm just chilling. Yo, I got some stuff I can't wait to talk to y'all about. And then women, y'all call your women. Y'all call your dudes, call your girlfriends up. Tell them to get on the show. Dr. Green, y'all listen. Miss Green is all the way in Seattle, Washington. It ain't but 9 o'clock there. Wait a minute, 10 o'clock there, and she's on the show. Hold up, this for Dr. Green. This for all the women, but this for Dr. Green. Eric Boone is up there in Chicago, visiting his daughter, Amira. His daughter, she's one of best volleyball players in the country. Young lady that's just super athletic. She must have get it from her mom because her dad, well, he said he used to get jumped. That's why his knees so bad. But shout out to her and her team, and I think Money Mike's sister Mackenzie, she's up there in the same tournament, a volleyball tournament up in Chicago. Big tournament. He said if you ain't up there, you can't play volleyball. That's one of the big. Mindy said vacation and in preparation for approaching trial from. Oh, Mindy, Mindy, keep me abreast on that. Uh, um, please keep me abreast. We'll talk out off camera, but yeah, keep me abreast on that. I want to know about that. I'm waiting. Oh, Josephine, hey, see, it takes your family to come in and say today. Josephine Kanye is my sister-in-law, but she really my sister, and she done popped on. So I got 5 women on the show. I can start the show right now. Where I want to go, you know. How was y'all's holiday yesterday? I know some of you all were celebrating the 4th of July. That's actually is not the holiday that I celebrate. It's okay though. I was actually celebrating the 15-day past Juneteenth yesterday. Celebrated real good too. How was your 15-day past Juneteenth yesterday? How was it? Did you get a chance to barbecue in honor of the 15-day past Juneteenth? Did you get a chance to gather with family and friends yesterday to recognize the importance of being the 15th day of past Juneteenth? That is a holiday, folks, that we were celebrating yesterday. And I thought it was unique. Hello, Ayana Green is in the building. Oh my God, my girl's here. What's up, Patty? On my way to Peach Jam on the 8th and the 8th grade finale. What is the 8th grade finale? What's up, El Ray Dixon? El Ray Dixon, this could be a good show. It's a good show. Tell your friends, tell another friend, tell a friend, tell another friend to tune in right now. What is you talking about, Mark? Mark said, I'm on my way to Peach Jam. And I'm going to talk about Peach Jam. I got to talk about Peach Jam. And the 8th grade finale. What is the 8th grade finale? Somebody help me. Anybody know what the 8th grade finale is? Other than, Mark, you can't be coming up here with these old, this stuff and don't nobody know what it is. I know who might know. Kendrick Lewis know. He know everything. The 8th grade finale. What is that? Guess he taking too long to type. Y'all better get all your types in before Malcolm get on here. Oh, it's a made. Well, why they call it the 8th grade? It's a made hoop equivalent. Do you know what equivalent means? Okay. Not equivalent. No, what the hell I know about an 8th grade damn team, Mark? Mark, I ain't got no kids. It's a made hoop event. That's all you had to do is tell me one of these old other events that's coming up every day. It ain't no Peach Jam, y'all. It ain't but one Peach Jam. It ain't no, but you leave the Peach Jam alone. Just say it's a nationals, 8th grade nationals. Don't say it's the equivalent to Peach Jam. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been to a lot of events. And I ain't gonna let nobody down your event. If I go to your event and you got a great event, I'm not gonna let nobody say, Mindy's party was the equivalent to so and so. No. We got to watch our words are so important. Hey, tomorrow, that is Moody. You don't have to remind me because I'm gonna share it anyway. But tomorrow, boy, boy, y'all got to be there at the beginning of the show. I got something for you tomorrow. I got something for you tomorrow. I got something for you. It's going to touch everybody's life tomorrow, okay? I'm saving it to tomorrow. But 8th grade's on it. So a lot of us ain't got no 8th grade. We ain't thinking about no 8th grade. We call that Junebug basketball. Ain't nobody thinking about no damn 8th grade basketball but you, Mark. That's how they promote it that's how they promote it. Okay, that's how they promote it. Don't you be promoting it for them. Wow, Mark. Come on, baby. All right, okay, let's go. The top 8 from the E, the top 8th grade teams from the, oh, I see what they're doing. That's a money maker. So look, mamas and daddies, the Peace Jam is one of the greatest events I ever been to. I did just the whole town just embraced the event. Then they bring you peaches and you can eat. I love peaches, so I like the peach jam. That's why I tell nobody don't send them. Then I get a chance to go up to Augusta National and mess around at the Masters because I know a few people up there. So I just love that city. I love going down there. But what they do, they said, let's just get all the money. Let's get all the money. Even the teams that lose, they didn't used to do that. Even the team that lose in the Peace Jam, they supposed to be going somewhere else. But they didn't want their teams going nowhere else. So they said, well, let's create a loser's bracket. And I understand that because some of them kids on that team, I really understand that some of those kids on some of them losing teams might be good and the coaches might want to see those players. I kind of understand. I didn't understand it the other day, but I understand it now. When you know better, you do better. Hey, Brandy. Brandy's in the house. I got my girls in the house, so I'm ready. I'm ready. I need about 5 more, y'all. 5 more, y'all, and then we're gonna get on. But I just wanted to share that. But just salute to the EYBL for streaming all their games, and and ain't trying to knock you upside the head. The streaming games, it's complimentary. All you got to do is log on to their site, accept their cookies, and you can watch the game. Thank you, EYBL. I don't know nothing about the other these other tournaments, but thank you, EYBL. Thank you for that service. So people like me, people like Doug, who's not able to go, Doug can still evaluate and watch your kids, the Houston area, the Texas area kids, why not? Because he's got a tournament. He's helping with the GMI. He's gonna cover the GMI. So shout out to the Peace Jam. And that's why I'm going to talk about the Peace Jam a lot, because what? They allow us in. These other tournaments, I don't even know how to do nothing for the Adidas. I don't know how to do nothing for them other little tournaments. They got some new tournaments around here. Every day is a new tournament. I mean, a new circuit. So, but shout out to them. But y'all, Rockies got 2 new additions to their team. And I just want to share this with y'all. About Jeff Green. He got Jeff Green and Fred VanVleet. It's a perfect example why young teams need veterans. It's crucial in their development. Jeff Green is going to bring so much knowledge. I know y'all don't think he will, with him to the Houston Rockets. And now he's a champion. He won with Denver last year, and he knows what it takes. So he's been on a lot of great teams. But I saw a video of him. Just chat a show, man. This is good. I saw this, and I want this. What you getting? Because Rockets ain't had none of this. This is what they getting. Watch this.
Where you at? Absolutely. You're trying to drive at the elbow, so you got all this space here. Okay. So bait him up to go back baseline. Okay. Yeah, because it's wide open. Okay. All right. Yeah. And don't. If he want to try to hit, go through it. Boom. Get lower. I know, but play through it. Don't look for the call. Okay. Yeah. But if you got him that high, then that means you got the baseline. All right. Keep going. Where you at?
That's the value. Y'all remember I said guaranteed. That's the value of the Rockets getting these guys. Got another one for you. Watch this. Fred VanVleet.
Listen, bro, the man said stop fouling before we started playing. The whole day was the worst fouling since I've been here. So the guys.
Y'all, they are. Let me set this one up. This they in some kind of open gym setting, and they made the parameters of what's going to go. Share the show, thumbs up if you're on YouTube, thumbs up. They made some parameters, ladies, and said this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do. Watch how Fred VanVleet. This ain't his team. These just guys in the gym, and some of them on his team, but ain't. Just watch how he steps up. Watch this.
Listen, bro. The man said stop fouling before we started playing. The whole day was the worst fouling since I've been here. So the guys that's new, that haven't played yet, you're gonna find out in about 6 to 8 weeks how this whistle go. Real quick. The guys that's been around, you know how this go. So why do we keep tricking ourselves and complaining about the same? I know we want to compete, we want to win, we want to play hard, but it's hard to get better when you cheat in the process. We skipping steps. So this not about who won the most or who did what. It's about getting better. And for our guys, I don't know about everybody else, for our guys, it's about building, going towards training camp. So just think about that. It's hard to work on your defense if you fouling every time. And you're going to be screaming and arguing with the ref, and then your ass going to be on the bench. Listen, bro. Man said,
Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear that good? Did y'all hear that? That's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all don't understand. I watched the Rockets game. A lot of y'all didn't watch them. A lot of y'all didn't watch them. But I got a chance to watch them. And you know, I was telling y'all, you remember the other day, y'all thought I was going crazy? I said, guaranteed. Oh, it's from Rico. Okay. It was guaranteed. I said, these Rockets gonna make. Jimmy told me they ain't gonna. I said, boy, they gonna. I'm telling you, I didn't know it. And I said that before VanVleet ever came. I said it because of Ime Udoka. But let me show y'all some I saw. And y'all remember I said this. I know Thad Moody's gonna remember. I said, Sengun and Jalen Green gonna play that two-man game like Jamal Murray and Joker. Didn't I? This is why I was talking about it, y'all. I know y'all ain't seen it, but let me give you some highlights from this Sengun dude.
That opened up an opportunity for Paul George to take flag right down the middle of the lane.
Sengun once again backing down on Zoo, this time on the opposite end. Up, under, sideways, and around. Clever.
Just watch.
Swings it to Sengun, doesn't take the corner three. It spins into a double team and it spins away from.
Man, that's Joker. I know y'all haven't seen it. I already know. That's the Joker.
It shows the sign of respect. Sengun on you.
And he done grow 2 inches, y'all.
Just backed him down.
He about 7 foot now.
Marcus Morris putting on a show here, returning to Houston, the team that drafted him.
Man, everybody know who Rico Hines is, man.
Sengun. Up and under, footwork and finesse for Sengun.
Third year out of Louisville. Knicks to Sengun, spinning, passing. Knicks
It's kind of stuff I'm telling y'all. Y'all talking. Rockets ain't big. Man, Rockets is talented. That little boy Kevin Porter is talented. Watch him.
Sometimes maybe he's better off on those.
Can't stop that, man.
Finishes. That's a good one.
He was a rookie last year.
Gordon back to Sengun. Oh, what a swivel move and ram and Sengun now.
New edge. They've been down.
I know. When y'all get to talking crazy, I know y'all haven't seen the games. We already talked about that boy in that video, man. That kid, that was different, man. I don't even want to talk about it no more. You missed the show the last couple of days. Go back. We talked about Jalen Green. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. When I was saying the things I was saying about Sengun and Jalen Green, they can play that two-man action, run off that dribble handoff like that. This guy got all of them crazy moves. Now, he can't shoot like the Joker, I don't think. I've never seen him shoot like the Joker. But he got all of those crazy moves around there. And that's why I said it. And with this coaching and with these guys, hey, it's going to be expected. The Rockets can't, we ain't got no young. The young guys got to grow up. It ain't. Ime Udoka, y'all, I'm just trying to tell you, he don't play. But want to share that with you. But I saw some this weekend. I saw some this today, over the weekend. It happened. Not over the weekend. I think it might have been yesterday, day before yesterday, one of those days. A billionaire Michael Rubin uh, appeared to invite every A-list celebrity, musician, and sports star to his white party the other day. Let me tell y'all something. I was, I'm serious. I really wanted to be at this party. I didn't know nothing about it. I wish I had known about it firsthand. I probably could have finagled something. But I got this thing. I given all white parties in my life, and always because it's always in the summer. My birthday is what, a few days. My birthday July 10th, so I always have a summer party somewhere. If it's in the Bahamas somewhere, I mean, I gave just all kind of party. Even Freedman had been to one of the parties. I even had one party that it was so crazy. I had to make everybody sign a waiver before they came in the party. I wish Freedman was on the show, because Freedman, he sit up there and walked me through the whole party. It was at the Decorative Arts Center. I don't know if you're familiar with that, over on Woods Way. It was one of the. When I tell you it was the greatest party, it's an all white party, but I just enjoyed watching the pictures. Mike Rubin at the party. It was in the Hamptons. $50 million mansion of his. You got James Harden was there, and I'm gonna get the connections later. I'll tell you now. Michael Rubin was one of the owners of the Philadelphia when James first got there. Okay, he's a former owner, but he had to give it up because he's getting into gambling. He's getting, I forgot which gambling app and which gambling situation he buying. He had to give it up. I got some pictures for him. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff, but he had to give it. He is the owner of Fanatics. You know, I serious, man. This dude had a meteoric rise to all these riches he got. Fanatics just blew up, man. I remember Fanatics was the only place long time ago that I can really get Cornell gear when my son was that was in 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it was Michael Rubin he had the party. Let me tell you who was at the party. Tom Brady was at the party. James Harden was at the party. Devin Booker was at the party. All the Kardashian girls was at the party. Jay-Z and Beyonce. Bob Kraft at the party. Kevin Hart at the party. Kevin Durant. Donovan Mitchell. Tobias Harris. Takeoff. Travis Scott. Embiid. Tyrese Maxey was in there. Lala. The soccer player. Mbappe. They're supposed to be one of the best soccer players in the world. Usher performed. Jack Harlow. Michael Parsons was there. I don't know what the hell he what the hell he doing up there, but he a bad dude. I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, Mike, you can go. I'm just messing with Adele Green. Lil Baby was there. You know, Leonardo DiCaprio was there. Jennifer Lopez, Ben Affleck, Kylie Jenner, Haley and Justin Bieber, Kelly Rowland. Let's see who else. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody's name. I think it's the most star-studded party, man, in a long, long time. And I'm gonna give you a little of it. Check this out. I think this is it right here. I can't believe I forgot Kevin Hart. I can't believe I forgot Kevin Hart. Just took y'all inside it, man. It was unbelievable. It was Jack Hollow's music actually behind that. I had to put my own music behind it because I didn't want to get a copyright thing on it, but people will ask him, man, who is Michael Rubin, and why so many celebrities is part of? He is intertwined. Him and Tom Brady got a partnership introducing the young quarterbacks into the business world, but I don't like him having this kind of power, because he's about to get into gambling, and that's why I'm really showing that to y'all, because I want y'all to have a mental note in your head. He's starting in the gambling, and he got his hand on all of these guys. And I saw something at the party, y'all. I want to share with y'all. This is a unique picture right here. That's a unique picture right there. That's Josh Harris, the owner of the Sixers. You gotta understand, James Harden in the middle of James. It remains to be seen if James played this thing right. I'm thinking James should have took that money from the Brooklyn Nets like Kevin Durant did. Instead, he opted in, to the 1 and 2 year deals, and now he's in a 1 year deal. If he goes back, because he opted in, he becomes an unrestricted free agent at 30-some years old, and half of y'all don't think his game is that great, no way. So, but the owners at this party, because him and Michael Rubin are cool. Okay, that's Josh Harris right there. That's the dude who owned the Philadelphia Sixers. And let me help you out. The same dude who just he owned the 76ers and had enough money left over to go buy the Washington Commanders. Okay, that's who that job. I hate they didn't give a picture, but I saw this when the owner think he cool too. Him and Ruben, they hang with the play. I don't know. One of them is either him or Ruben. When James first got to Philly, I think James stayed in one of their condo, one of their places. So I just wanted to share you some pictures that I saw around there. Check this picture out. It's a hell of a party, man. Y'all got to understand. I'm looking at the story behind the story. Look at MB. Is James leaving? They kicking it. And from what I hear from people I know at the party, these people with him, Tobias Harris, all of them, it wasn't manufactured. These dudes generally mess with each other. Y'all get to talking and running y'all mouth and listening to Stephen A. Smith and all that stuff like that. But from people at the party, they said, boy, these dudes really I don't know. We'll never know. Look, these guys didn't have to do it. Matter of fact, this wasn't a photo op. Somebody just caught these guys, and I'm sharing it with y'all. They caught these guys in a candid moment. You follow me? So I don't know what's gonna go on with Philly. I'm trying to see. But I just thought it was unique, and I love all white parties. Like I said, I got this affinity for all white parties, and hold up, had one myself. Hold up. I didn't have all them stars, but let me see. Did I have one? Yeah. I got one. Let me show you my Rob had only person that had white was my son. He had a white shirt on. He the only one trying to come in there different. Everybody else got on white. That's my son, my daughter, and Shantae Moore. That's Yvette Machete in the background over at the left side. Shantae Moore came to town. I had an all-white party, and she performed for my birthday. It was unbelievable. So guess what? I got this affinity for all-white parties. And when I saw this, I said, God, I was just thinking about it. I want to throw a party like this kind of next year, y'all. Next year, not this year. But next year, just me and a few of other successful brothers and sisters. And let's just celebrate life, love, and connect on how to take over the world in the next couple of years. That's what I'm doing. next year, man. I'm planning that. Man. Thank you, Mike Rubin. Other people look at you and be jealous. I'm looking at you and say, okay, thank you, sir. I'm glad you. I'm glad to see that. Glad to see that. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. Let's see what else I got. It's Women Rock Wednesday. I got this young girl. I saw this and I want to share this with you. When our own teammates, her name is freshman, Trey Phillips there. Her name is Malaysia Fulwiley. I think she's a freshman guard for Don Staley. But look at what her teammates said about this freshman. I got, let me see, what Malaysia. Check this out.
It's cool. I mean, my teammates, they know, they understand, they get it. Like, I'm lit. No, I'm lit. But like, I'm just like, I don't know. I just like bringing the it to everything. I think some people call me the it factor. I think that's what it is, not what I am.
Malaysia, she's the real. The hype is real. She is what she is on media.
She is insane. I never watched her that much, but just practicing with her, she is very supportive. Like, it's just a feeling you get when you're on the court with her. She's not just focused on herself. She's worried about her teammates and her surroundings. And she's a dog out there. She really is.
I wonder how many of your sons, your daughters, their peers are talking about them like that. I just wonder how many in this community, this basketball community, are they talking about other players like that? I found that amazing. Paul Miranda, you know how y'all go to the, what's that? I wish I had that, watch this, Paul. I'm trying to find something for you, Paul. Hold on, Paul. Hold on. Got to find something for you. Hold on. Shantae was never married to Eric Benet. She's married to Kenny Lattimore. Not Eric Benet. Eric Benet was married to Halle Berry. So I don't know when the hell you DJ for that time. I'm just helping you out so you won't go tell nobody else that. All right, watch that. Just help me out. Yeah, a brother gonna help you out. A brother gonna help you out. I got so much stuff to talk about. Wait, what time? Is it Essence time yet? Because I got to get the Essence. I got to get the Essence. All I want. He said he right. I don't like him. Okay. Let's see. What was that? All right. First of all, I'm gonna do this. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm going. Y'all got to buy some wine first, and then I want you to go by Cleopatra's and Mimi's Cajun restaurant, and then we'll get back. Chop Shop. Hold on a second.
Aficionado is equivalent to being a sommelier, a wine expert. And so a lot of people come over here and they order food from next door, which is we're a Cajun Creole restaurant, and he'll match up a stick with it. We're just providing a place for people to come and socialize in a rich environment. And we're in a growing area, and we think it's time for this area to have something like this.
Welcome back. Try to see where I'm gonna go. Essence, let's go, Essence. Shoot. How many people on here has been to the Essence, experienced the Essence? I was a staple at Essence. I went to the very first one, 1995. I want to just share some history of them in a minute, but how many people who have experienced and lack Hey, hey, somebody, hey, Paul, y'all leave Paul alone. Paul didn't understand. Paul just got the husband mixed up. Paul, somebody just texted me and said, what he trying to check you about Shantae Moore? He must don't know. But you just got the boys, the husbands mixed up. That's all. But you know, y'all leave Paul alone. Paul was on the right track. No, he was on the right track. But he said, I used to live going to Me Too Man. Me Too Man. He said, my mom used to live on St. Charles. Wow. I had a lot of friends that lived there too, man. That was one of the, y'all got to realize, it's always during my birthday month. So I always go there first. I started off there, celebrating there. Then we'll go another place. Then we'll go another place. That shit, I probably don't make it back to Houston, probably to August. But you know, cause going hanging out with different set of friends. But it's it was a staple. I'm just trying to see. Ain't but two people. Eric said he loved it. Palmer. Nobody else been to the Essence Festival. Nobody. D, you didn't go to Keith Avery. Robert, could you turn your volume up a little bit? No, you turn your volume up a little bit. The hell I'm gonna turn? I'm already loud. This man gonna tell me to turn my volume up a little bit. Turn yours up. Ain't nobody said that but you, Keith. Keith, did y'all hear? Oh, we can tell he knew. Let me give me something to drink now. I gotta get something to drink. That man said turn my volume up. Hold up. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, I'm getting it right in front of Keith. Keith, did you hear the water? Did you hear the water go? Did you hear the water go in there? I can't believe that. That man said, I'm glad I went back and saw that. Eric. Man, the man said, hold up. Could I turn my volume up loud as I am? Barry, did you hear that? Barry, did you hear that? Oh, you just got back. Okay, so I was checking you for that. I didn't like her husband. Oh, okay, you all right. I know you wasn't. I'm just telling you what they said. Where Keith at? Is Keith still there? Keith. Keith. I'm loud. Hey, Coach Mara, how you doing? D. White said, I love going to Essence before my little June bug started playing. That's a good point. It's a good point. Thank you, Simeon. Sundays with Mays closing was a bit. I said, okay, now I'm getting some people. Okay. Trey, we're talking about Essence. Talking about Essence. Because let me tell y'all something. Because I had a few people went down there this year. They just said, rah. But we got to realize, y'all. Bear, we got to realize. I've been going since 95. It's a whole new generation of people. And when I read this article, I'm going to share with y'all, I'm not mad at Essence no more. I'm not mad. I was mad. It got a little, I talked about them a little bit. Let me see that I have some more Essence stuff before I go there. Essence. I'm looking. But Jill Scott did some on Essence night. I don't know if y'all heard it. Anybody heard about what Jill Scott sung? She had her own rendition of the national anthem. Check this out.
Oh, say, can you see by the blood in the streets that this place doesn't smile? colored child whose blood built this land with sweat and their hands, but you'll die in this place, and your memory erased. Oh, say, does this truth hold any weight? This is not the land of the free, but the home of the slave.
Man, I got you. Hey, man, we are some talented people. Don't let nobody tell y'all, man. That's why I do this show. With consistency and excellence. Let me share something with y'all. And I know he just didn't know because he didn't study it. But y'all know how I am. I'm gonna study stuff. He said Essence is going younger. They sued the bookstore Jimmy had hosted the event. Dara Barnes. They did not sue the bookstore. They sent a cease and desist letter to the promoter who used the bookstore and was using Essence name, Essence likeness, Essence everything to promote their event at that bookstore that Jimmy was at. See, we got to let's understand. They sent a cease and desist and said, shut that down. You're using our, and the promoter was charging the authors. Let's say I was the author of my new book and I came down, and promoter charging me to be there and using the Essence shield as their promotion. That's what happened down there, Darryl Barnes. I'm glad you mentioned that because I just want y'all quit looking, y'all quit spreading stuff if you don't know the whole thing. I saw the tweet, but I looked deeper into the tweet. And I just hope all of us in the future, let's look deeper into this stuff, man. And don't let that clickbait, I told you, to kill you. Daddy's Moody said he used to go to Essence Festival all the time because my sister's best friend was the Midwest sales. Oh, that's awesome. Just like using the Super Bowl shield. Yes. Let's say just that me and Wesley Yates, we come there and do and we rent the bookstore out. We and tell them we're gonna have an event there. And we're gonna have an event there. And then we go put all the flyer with the Essence Fest and Essence Fest, the Essence. This is a part of the Essence experience and all that. So, no, you can't do that. Herb Baker ain't gonna let nobody come in there talking about This is the Herb Baker way. This is somebody using Herb's name, image, and likeness to make money, and you ain't broke Herb off. You know what I'm saying? JL3 just pulled off a big win against what was that? New Hampshire Lighting in double overtime. Shout out to JL3. I've been on the show, so I ain't had a chance to watch it. But hey, soon as it's over, Money Mike playing. I can't wait. Soon as it's over, y'all know that. Y'all, it's JL3, but I just want to see him. And they don't, you know, it's a whole nother story. Whole nother story. But let me tell you something. Let me help Essence out a little bit. Because a lot of people talking negative about him. I was one. Until I went and found out. The new Essence Festival leaders aim to shake up, revitalize the Essence Fest from 2023 and beyond. They said we ask the community for grace when we're trying to do new things, says Essence Festival Vice President Hakeem Holmes. In 2022, ladies and gentlemen, the Essence Festival of Culture bounced back in person following 2 years of virtual only festivities during the pandemic. So they've been down. Okay. Herb, you ain't finna start me on here, you heard? Herb, you ain't finna start me, Herb. See, I got self-control. Hey, tomorrow, please be here early tomorrow, because I ain't going to repeat it. I might repeat it once, but please be here early tomorrow, because I got something for y'all. Just what Herb talking about right now. But this is the year they were supposed to have a real reboot. They said a 2023 Essence Fest, which opened on Friday at the Caesars. They call it the Caesars Dome now. And the convention center. I just love the convention center. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. When I used to go, I used to spend so much time at the convention center. I used to go to the talks, to everything, and buy some stuff. I missed that. I really missed that part. Let's see. And in the first and fully reflect the forward-leaning vision of Caroline Wenger and Hakeem Holmes. Those are the two. Wenger is the president and CEO of Essence Ventures. Essence Ventures, the parent company of the 29-year-old Essence Festival. Damn, I've been going there for 29 years. It's been 29 years. Damn. Yeah, you're right. It's and it's 33-year-old namesake, the magazine. I didn't know the magazine was in existence for 53 years old. 53 years. I'm sorry. Hired in 2020. Wenger was in charge in revitalizing the entire Essence brand. And last fall, Essence appointed Holmes, a 30-year-old New Orleans native, Hakeem Holmes, and St. Augustine High School graduate, as the company's first ever vice president, focused specifically on the festival. Wenger and Holmes and almost the entirely new executive team orchestrating the generation of Essence Fest. They doing a lot of stuff. They're doing a lot of different stuff. Ashton Simmons got down. Okay, good. They're doing a lot of stuff at Essence. And let me give you a little bit more, and then we'll get there. They said for much of its history, it focused on R&B and largely ignored hip-hop. Okay? Notice that's where I went all those years. By contrast, the entire 2023 festival celebrated hip-hop 50th anniversary. All right? For the first time, female rappers Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, and Meg Thee Stallion headlining the 3 nights of the Superdome concert. They ain't got that much star power. In a recent interview, Wenger and Holmes stressed that the festival must be more innovative, more surprising, and more of a tune of the Black cultural zeitgeist. Even if some long-time attendees like Robert Hatter, I'm telling you, I'm apologizing, don't approve. I apologize. I approve now. I see what y'all trying to do. They said, we're going to continue to look at what's happening in the landscape and design of the festival that matters to that. And Wenger said, it's going to be a lot less predictable. Because she ain't lying. I knew Frankie was going to end the show. I knew Charlie was going to do this. But but y'all don't understand. I got a chance to see Prince. I got a chance to see Beyonce right there. Because I just, you know, I had a little clout. You've been going that long, you know, going to have a little clout. They let me all over the place. So it's, they just doing some stuff, man. And they in transformation period. And I apologize. Superstars such as Prince and, you know, Beyonce, Kanye West, and Janet Jackson, they used to be there. Then Time Incorporated acquired Essence, and new guy bought him. I forgot the new guy's name. Richard Lou Dennis, a Liberian-born guy. He bought it over. So it's just y'all. It's just been a mainstay to me for a lot big time in my life, and I just wanted to know, you know, what you women thought about it. And I guess y'all ain't thinking nothing about it, but so it's all right. Did it help the brand when Joe met? Man, man, sometimes some of them comments, man, you just need to keep to yourself, man. It's just sometimes, y'all. Sometimes my mama said, if you ain't got nothing good, sometimes just shut the hell up. Sometimes. But JL3, Ashton Simmons, okay. How did the other kid do? Cade, how did Cade do? You know, because Cade is the most heralded player, right? What's up, Ken Lofton? They had an AKA National Convention. They had an AKA National Convention at the Convention Center this year. Okay. So she took her shirt off. She done took her shirt off 1,000,000 times. She got nice breasts, Janelle Monáe. So what? She take her breasts off. Have you ever been to hedonism? Have you ever been abroad? Have you ever been to Spain? It's a whole bistro. People just walk around with their breasts off. She took her breasts off. That don't hurt she took her top off. That don't hurt the Essence Festival brand. Cause a woman, Janelle Monáe, took her breast. Guys, y'all, it happened. So what? Hey there, Belinda. How you doing? What's up, Kevin Allen in the building. But y'all, you know what? I'm gonna get to right now. I just don't understand. He had 16 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 rebounds, and double overtime win. What that team they played against, right? So they 1-1 in their pool, right? Barry, stop. But let's get back. Let me get back. Because I saw something this morning. I got up because somebody texted me and said, Robert, you got to watch this game. So thank you. Like I said, thank you again, EYBL, for allowing us to just come on your platform and watch the games and watch our kids, you know, because some of us have to do other stuff. We can't make it down there. So, but I got a question. 1 win, 2 loss. Oh, okay. I didn't know. Damn. Shit, okay, I got you. Thanks for telling me that. This team that Cameron Booz and them on and Cooper Flag on, they 16 and under teams. Them kids playing like they in college, man. The spacing, the sets they were running. Cameron Booz and them lost. He was just trying to shoot too damn much. He kept trying to shoot too much. Take your big ass to the hole. Cooper Flag, man. That dude, man. And that left-hand dude on this team, I didn't get his name. David Garrett, are you down? Oh, David, you down there. Are you down there? That's right, your son playing down there. You down there? Ken Lofton, I'm watching the game, Ken Lofton. I'm watching the sets they running. It's different from these other sets that these people run. They running some action, some high-low here, some pick and roll here, some floppies, some. I mean, I'm saying, what the hell is going on? David Garrett, are you on site? Y'all. Oh, he keeping up with that. Okay. Let me tell y'all something, man. These two dudes can play basketball. All that old hype, y'all know I ain't no hype guy. I hope y'all can go, because you can go back and see the game, y'all. You go, and then you go to the game and see what court they were playing on. You can go find the court they were playing on, click on that court, and they'll show all the games again. Maine United, all white guys on the team. Whoop the team with all black guys on the team. That Cooper Flag, and Cooper Flag got a little brother. Hold on. His brother named Ace. Ace had 22 and 11. They beat Cameron Bruce and them 73 to 65. Cooper Flag had 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. But his brother, Ace, had 22 points and 11 rebounds. And Landon Clark, I think that's Landon Clark that left. He had 19 points. He was shooting the cover off that thing. Flag mom is one of the assistant coaches on the staff. Shit, I ain't mad at her. See, I don't mind you playing mama ball when your son that good. If your son that good, and you got 2 up, and the mama on the bench. Mama, stay on the bench, mama. But what I saw in Boozer, he settled a lot today. And I wish somebody could tell. And I know his dad would probably tell him. He settled a lot today, which normally he isn't the case. I think that the paint packing, they kind of packed the paint a little bit. And lack of shooting. His teammates weren't making shots. Really hurt this. And that zone is hard to beat because Cooper rating in there on you. He going to throw your stuff clean up out of there. Cooper, that dude, man. Boozer, that dude. Cooper. I mess with me some Cooper. I'm going to tell you what else I mess with. I told y'all about him a long time ago. But I know y'all just he ain't playing no bad. I know how y'all are. One night I took a stroll and I went over to St. John's High School and sit in the stands. And I saw this dude. Just, oh my God. He had 6 threes, 7 threes in the game. 6'6", 6'7", long, athletic, and dribbling. Can jump out the gym. I just fell in love the first time I saw him. His name had to be Sebastian Williams Adams. I came back on the show. I talked to somebody. They telling me what he can't do. Some of y'all in this basketball circle in Houston, Texas, make me sick.
Here's what I found.
Not you, Siri. Y'all make me sick. I always got something to say. That's why I don't be listening to this stuff y'all be saying. And I wish y'all stop listening to what these, they don't, I don't know, have y'all ever thought that some of the evaluators might be mentally ill too? We talk about the players might have it. Some of them might be mentally ill too. People always talk about basketball. Some of these stuff that some of these people say. They might be mentally ill too. I got you there, big dog. I'm just sitting there. I'm just minding my business, watching this dude up and down the court. Then somebody gonna tell me, well, how did he ain't do this, he ain't did it. I don't care what you say. Sebastian Williams Adams, the game they played the other day, I forgot how many he had. I know Jimmy gonna give it to me. How many he had? Y'all, he made one play. He made one play. I think he shot it. And he got up and tipped that thing back in for anybody ever had a chance to. Let me tell y'all something. Can't too many human beings do that. I've been doing this stuff for 30 years. People at the high level. That's what they look like. Now he got to keep developing and keep growing. He's 16 on the circuit. That's Sebastian. It's something else. Jimmy, I saw a little write-up. What's up, Jim? I saw a little write-up, Jimmy. I think about somebody from 24/7, whoever them guys are. You know, I don't know all them guys, right? Hold up. Let me get you fixed in, Jimmy. Then I got to share this with you a little bit, y'all. But he said they were talking about the coaches won't arrive, ladies and gentlemen, to the Peace Jam until Thursday. That's tomorrow. But the action got started in front of NBA scouts on Monday. Our kids were playing in front of NBA scouts on Monday and Tuesday and probably today. I'm not sure. Check this out, Jim. Somebody said now ranked in the top 30 nationally, forward Sebastian Williams Adams backed up the status with 21 points. Thank you, sir. 8 rebounds and 3 assists. He's a strong combo forward who never stops attacking, makes plays on both ends of the floor, and seems to have an ideal game to play at play the 4 at school that values movement and multiple playmakers. Also talked about JL3 teammates that will join him in the 25 rankings. Nigel Walls, Peyton Pinkins, and Sheldon Henderson. I got that information, but let me tell you something, Jimmy. Reason I'm talking about this kid, because I went over there. I never forget. I think I told you. Because you were supposed to meet me over there, and you did. So I went over there, and I was over there by myself. I'm sitting there. First time I seen St. John's Place and Justin Winslow been there. Y'all see how I am. Yes, I'm like that. Because I never forget, Jimmy told that coach over there a long time ago, a St. John's coach. I forgot his name. You know his name. You're going to tell me his name in a minute. But you told us, said, Coach, because Coach said, they calling me. All these coaches calling me. Jimmy said, look, your ass better be glad they calling you now, because guess what? It's going to be some times they ain't going to call you. So you better be enjoying the calling right now. And guess what? I ain't been back over there since Justin Winslow left. And Justin Winslow been in the league. But Sebastian Williams Adams, unfreaking believable. I love him. I want to see what you say, Jimmy, right now, but I want to see how good he can be. I really do. What's up, man? Where you been, man? We been getting it in. We been getting it in around here on the Chop Shop. We been getting it in. Monday, Tuesday.
So much to catch up on. We try to pack all this stuff into pack and unpack for you guys on this bottom half, on the back 9 of the Chop Shop. But we need y'all to share the show right now. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm about to share a lot of stuff with you guys. NBPA Top 100 camp. The live period is thrust upon us. We are really, for most of y'all, let's start off right there. For most of y'all who are involved in grassroots basketball, 90% of y'all, it's always a live period for you. I don't know why you sit here and I think you get more happy at the opportunity to see the college coaches, so you can take selfies and take video, and all that stuff and share it with your followers and friends, and just tell some stories about some guys that may be a little bit taller or smaller in person, or these coaches here were doing this or doing that. But truth be told, it's live period for most of y'all. And the Division I coaches are able to come out on on tomorrow, the 6th. NBA personnel have been watching some of these kids for the last 48 hours. If your goal is to get to the other level, then why does it feel like it's more enthusiasm and more being sold to the star kids about playing in front of Division I coaches as opposed to them playing in front of the NBA scouts? They're not enthused about playing in front of NBA scouts. They're enthused. Hell, I just left Top 100 camp. NBA people was there every day.
And they went. That's right. They were leaving. They were shutting it down.
A lot of kids shut it down when the college coaches weren't there anymore on Thursday. NBA guys, there was still almost 20. There was about approximately 20 NBA teams were still represented on Friday. And kids,
Jimmy, I'm fighting a losing battle up here, man.
I warned all y'all. I warned you. I told y'all this was going to get. I saw it happening. It's like, Alan, if you're watching a vehicle and the tire's on flat and the car's rolling down the boulevard at 75, 80 miles an hour, and you see it's on flat, the threads are coming off the hubcap, what do you think is going to eventually happen as that car keeps rolling down the boulevard? They don't want to stop. They keep rolling.
It's going to crash.
First, it's going to what? You're going to see what?
People jump out? Sparks. Oh, you're going to see sparks. Okay.
You're going to see sparks.
Okay.
I saw the sparks.
But
you're going to hear, then you're going to start hearing the noise, the screeching noise of the steel, of the aluminum wheel against the concrete, the slab. You're going to hear that. So, even if you couldn't see, if you were inside the car, you heard the screeching noise. This is where we at this point. Think about it. Guys, whenever y'all
hold on 1 second, Jim.
What's that?
Can you hold on one? The reason I said, man, I'm done. I'm just. So you're saying, not just Houston, we talking about all over the world. So y'all don't just say, we ain't talking about us Houston. No. We ain't talking about y'all. A lot of y'all wasn't up there anyway. But you at the top 100 camp, college pro scouts there. Because ultimately, if you go to college, if you're good enough, you can go to NBA. Some of them, you don't even, if you get good enough, you don't even have to go to college. You can go straight to and you telling me the dude shutting it down?
Yes.
But keep going. Oh, my goodness.
And so it gets me that a lot of grassroots coaches played college ball. A lot of them.
Ain't too many played no pro ball though. But keep going.
No, ain't too many played pro ball, but a lot of them played college ball.
Okay.
So that's the level. So I can see why that may be a reason that
many
ain't enthused about
that's far as they mind can think.
As far as they can visualize.
Okay, I got you. Keep going. Hell, I don't believe in an excuse, but I'll let you have it.
And so I go and I think about this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. Do they really? That's almost like you being able to perform in front of the owner, in front of the A&R person, or you performing in front of the owner of the company, if you're a musician. It's a big difference. So it leads me into the thought that I have then. The question I present to you guys is why are so many parents uneducated about these live periods as at the high school level? Why are there so many? Howder, let me tell you something. Well, somebody sent me, I didn't realize they have the Great American Shootout, affectionately known as GASO in Texas. And GASO their entry fees is approximately $700 for the main NBA division. They condense age groups, and they've long ago abandoned age groups, which I said was genius. I gave them props for that years ago. Genius. They instead of 17 under, 16 under, they call them NBA, NCAA, NIT, right? And that's the divisions. Well, in this weekend, they have a live event in Dallas. And this live event, only the NBA division, according to their website, is permissible for Division I coaches to watch. According to, and I'm going to shoot this to you, Howard, maybe because I know you are a contract advisor.
Mm-hmm.
And you're good at maybe I might have saw something that I thought I saw something that I didn't see. So I'm gonna send this to you as I share. Now I can proceed to talking. Only if what I read from this website, from the app, is unerred, and that means only the NBA division header can be evaluated by Division I coaches. The NCAA division is only $50 cheaper, which is still over $600 to enter. So when I hear people saying, the uneducated parent will say, we're going up there, that's a live event, we're going up there to play in front of, because that's where all the coaches going to be at in Texas. But can't now one of them some bitches come see none of your kids play? Did you not read?
It so said it right here.
So now where's the accountability come from as the coach? Because I understand certain parents, the uneducation of the parents. Here's how this goes. If your baby is in school right now, and the teachers, and you feel the teachers aren't teaching the school, your son or your daughter adequately right now, if you feel they aren't teaching them, there's going to possibly be two options that you're going to do eventually. You're going to either do A or B. You can, in no particular order, what would A be? This is like a Family Feud moment right here. Survey says, what would A probably be? I feel another one. If you feel that the teacher at the school isn't teaching your kid, and you've tried and tried, and you at the end of your rope.
Have I been to the principal too? Already?
You've been to the principal already. You wrote the email and you tried to change.
I'm out of that school. I'm out of there. I'm gone like a turkey through the comb.
Either you're gonna leave school. That's option one. Yeah. I'm gonna give you option two. Or you're gonna go, which usurps number one. You're gonna go and teach them your damn self. That's why I say each one teach one. That's why homeschooled became popularized a decade ago. People had gotten fed up about some of the situations in schools, in public schools, and that is. So they decided to go and teach their own. And in doing so, they formed extracurricular programs or teams that really put a dent and made traction nationally, varied on sports. Now back to this topic right here. So if that logic makes sense in the form of educating your own kid, why would that logic not make equal sense when we're talking about your kids in sports, in the educationing of youth sports, understanding different things. If you're with a program and they're not helping to teach you, or you're not, and they're not teaching your son properly, then you're going to teach yourself. Because Heather, for you to teach your kid, just say if your kid is lacking in mathematics or in English, before you can go and teach your kid, you're going to first have to go brush yourself up on your English and or your mathematical skills first. So here we are. Here we are. I'm asking and I'm challenging the parents. Eventually, if the shit rolls downhill, it eventually rolls upon you. This is what I'm saying. You don't even know what you don't know. Now, that's why I get on the coaches. So I'm so often so hard on the grassroots coaches, to the point to where it has pissed a lot of them off. And they say, well, we're not going to even support your events. All you're doing is running me to a different space where I'm going to get dead on y'all ass every single day of every single week for the lacking of things that y'all provide. And I will end up being a thorn in y'all ass until kingdom come. So remember that. You rather me as the ally, as a part of me being constructively getting on y'all butts to do right and do better in the education part. Because if you have a more informed consumer, guess what? Many of you guys are purposely keeping a lot of the parents ignorant, when truth be told, it's like a Yosemite Sam moment. You're pointing that pistol at the parent to keep them at bay, but really that pistol is curved back towards you, and it's really popping you because you're the ignorant one. A lot of you guys remember how most jocks on campuses, well, not most, I'm going to abort that. A lot of jocks on campuses back in the days when you were a big man on campus, a lot of them, we went to school with a lot of them. A lot of them didn't necessarily possess the necessary minimum reading skills or maybe mathematical skills. So maybe they couldn't interpret if they read it on their own. A lot of them, don't act like them. Now, this ain't say all of them.
No, you're right. You're right. It was some intellectual challenged guys on the team. Yeah.
And guess what? Nobody teased those guys unless it was a guy of equal talent skills athletically. They might can teach each other, but you didn't dare remind the dumb jock that he was a dumb jock. You didn't do that. It was just a thing. You knew, and everybody helped him get his work, or somehow look up, and he made 60 after 60 after 60, but he got passed, didn't ever fail. And nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing.
I don't know why they should have, but keep going.
Yeah, but then at the time, you didn't really realize the economics about how these schools get, how much money they get off passing the kids versus retaining the kids. And that was a whole different topic. Now, if these guys don't know, this is where the trick comes in. You, whatever, and hit dogs holler. I do, yeah. There's some people out there hollering right now. Oh, man, he's what he's talking about. Yeah, but you know what you don't know in some cases. That's why you put around you as an assistant coach a person who can understand some things that you may at a greater length that you may not. Like for example, we've had this grassroots guy, boss. We call him a boss because his name is on the paperwork for that description. On the Chop Shop a couple of times. He has been labeled around the country as a hard coach to deal with. He's a nightmare for some referees because he's often going to push them to the point to where they decide whether they need to give him a tech and extend the game, the length of the game or not. And that is Aaron Harrison. But one thing Aaron Harrison was smart enough to do as a black man, black boss in grassroots basketball, he put he incorporated a network to where he has a lawyer, a judge on the bench with him everywhere he goes.
He need him, but keep going.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but if in case it doesn't happen, guess what? You got him right there. I'm just saying, though, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like some things that he may not understand, that lawyer is right on the side of him, Mr. Cat from out of Beaumont area. That don't mean everybody gonna get a lawyer.
And that lawyer can't keep your ass out of trouble with their law. So
that lawyer done saved Aaron Harrison the potentially of getting brushes with law enforcement while they've been in grassroots activities. I mean, not talking about on the court in the gym stuff. I'm just going too far. He's had to calm some tip and talk to some officers sometimes, let them know who I am, show them his credential, and they kind of like, it's kind of like showing if you're a police, get stopped by police. Sometimes they let you go on. But my point is, far too many of people out there are letting situations go. There's no damn reason in the world. That trip to Dallas, Haller, back on topic, is about a $3,000 to $4,000 trip. That's even if you're driving. Remember, you're staying 4 days, 4 nights. Haller. This ain't the typical come down on Saturday, play, and come back home. You're staying there for 4 nights. It's an expensive trip. And you're somehow parents are uneducated to the point where they think they're playing in front of college coaches. How did we get to this point? How did we get here? And that's the thing that I'm getting at. It's like people are playing in events, and we've told you guys how to double check, triple check. And are you guys not? That's the question, Haller. Do you think that the Boom Boom Room it just said, you know what? I'm tired of trying to tell all my people to come on over here and watch. I'm tired of telling them to do this. You know what? Let them learn on their own. I done took my notes. What is the problem with so many people not understanding that your baby just played in front of coaches in April? Well, supposed to play. They was in court number 99, maybe. You played in front of them twice. You've sent and you've tagged all these coaches. You've hired a video, got you a video highlight tape made. Some of you paid for Twitter packages. Some of you. So it's time to assess what you've been doing, and is that working for you right now? Is that working for you right now? Because once you started, how do you go and if you stopped and your kid gonna say, "Why I don't have it no more? Why I don't have these highlights?" You gotta explain what the hell is the problem, Haller? All of this stuff, and you're still having to beg. Think about it. It's almost like, I'm looking at social media, it's almost like people are begging coaches to come and recruit or look at their kids. Are y'all begging? Is that what's you really believe? You just saw what happened with the transfer portal.
But Jimmy, you remember his parent came over here and said, "Y'all just don't know." Y'all just don't know. No, you don't know. Jimmy, so hey, let me put it to y'all where the coach can get it. Because I know some people were telling, they talking about, man, I'm on the waiting list to pay the $700 to get in this tournament. And then if I'm a Junebug team, ain't 17 and ain't in the NBA division, what the hell I'm going to Dallas for? Because I got the information right here. Y'all, hold on. Mamas and daddy. Because Jimmy, sometimes, because they don't understand what you're saying. Jimmy, they got it here. The NBA division is approved for Division I coaches. Not the other ones. They put it right there. So you're paying 49 in the NCAA division. Ain't no coaches gonna be in there. You're paying 459, 8th grade division. It's full. It's full. Well, they have some good competition. Who gonna see it? Ain't no coaches come. What are you doing? I've been so mad about this, and what I told dude, I said, Mr. Gasso, don't get mad at me. I want to know what you're doing to these Negroes, because I wish I could do it. Because you're telling them, you ain't in the NBA division. Why you bringing your ass up there? You'd have told them. Ain't no college coach going to see you, young fella. That's where all the coaches at. Unbelievable, man. I'm just telling you, I'm just done. So, I'm just done. I never even looked at it like that, Jim. I ain't going to tell you no lie. I never even looked at it like that. It never crossed my mind until this moment. Because somebody called me yesterday. Man, I'm on the waiting list. Man, they full. What? What? They full for 700? They gonna put your little rag ass in the back, Jim? Y'all, it's impossible. The people, they get what they told them. Y'all, we ain't got enough gyms, so we can't take no more players. Jimmy, hey man. Hey, I hope everybody cut this snippet out and send it to everybody. See, our problem is enough people are not watching this show. They're watching it later. Jimmy, somebody just texted me a minute ago. They on this show watching it and we can't see them.
Yeah, that's all.
Because he knowing every damn thing you saying, I ain't seen the name pop up yet.
Yeah, those are.
No. I'm just telling you, but it need to go to millions. It's millions need to hear this. Jimmy, millions need to. Jimmy, if this a $1 billion industry, this summer basketball, millions need to hear this. Come on, y'all. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. I sit back. It broke my heart though. It really broke my heart when the guys told me that yesterday. I said, y'all standing in time to pay for this. And we got a tournament here in Houston this weekend. And y'all on a waiting list to get in. But you might come down here and ask somebody else, Miss Marjorie, can I get a discount? But you're on a waiting list to pay that $700. Somebody has took the price tag of what's valuable. They done went in this store. They done went in Neiman's and then brought some dollar store, some raw stuff, the tag, and switched the price tag on what's valuable. We got people going to Dallas this weekend under the guise that they gonna play in front of college coaches, and you're not. And Jimmy, I hope they just don't know. I just hope they just don't know. That's why we tell you to share the show. It ain't for me and him. We don't need you to share the show. It's for y'all. But Jimmy, you got me with that one though. I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
This whole concept, like what you're just saying now, you're willing to stand in line and pay double. and pay double. That's just for admissions, not to count. That's for team admission, not to count the hotel, the wear and tear on your vehicles, the gas, the travel expenses, the eating in the restaurants every 3 times a day, or up to 3 or more times a day. You're willing to pay all of this to go to a city that you've probably been to 3 times in the past 90 days. And it haven't worked for you any of the other
Other
times
3
that
times.
you went. What you went there seeking some of the same, if not the very same thing. So you went up to this wall thinking that you were going to walk through the wall, and it knocked you on your ass. You walked up to the wall again, knocked you back down. And now you're at this wall and you're willing to pay double to walk, think you're going to walk through the wall again. How did we get to this point? How did we get to this point? See, like some of you guys would always hear people say, well, if in which I'm a firm believer in the majority of this type of statement. When people, but not all of it, but the majority of it. And that is, for a person who has never played at the collegiate or at the pro level, there are some things about that as a player that if you've never done it, you just won't understand. There's some things, as I added to that in years past, there's some things that if you've never rode the bench before, there are some psychological effects and some psychological things that comes from riding that bench that a guy that's always been a starter all his life will never quite understand. Well, in this situation, a guy that built a what was called this theme as a mega event. I built it before. And built it meaning that it attracted hundreds of college coaches. I know how it was built. That doesn't mean that the houses are still, the material is still the same, but the concept of the foundation that goes under the house, it hardly ever changes. The process of surveying the land and putting that and tilling the ground, that don't change much. Your tools may change, but that process don't. In order to, what made an event like the GMI, it simply takes, first of all, the mindset has to morph back into what it was. When there was a time, believe it or not, that teams and people in Greater Houston, they believed, that's where the faith comes in at, F-A-I-T-H, that they were talented enough to whereas if they decided to sleep in their own beds, the college coaches would have no choice but to come and see them collectively here. And so the GMI was born into a live event with only local teams. There were no out-of-town teams. It was all local. And guess what happened? Coaches came. Meanwhile, don't get it twisted, I had to go and induce some, how would you call it? A platform for social consumption for those college coaches to partake in at nighttime. And during those days, it was eloquently known as Scott Gerdner's Sky Bar. That together between the Sky Bar and the GMI, this thing blew up. Now, it blew up. Every coach had heard about this, every coach that loved to snap his fingers and loved a little live music. The word began to spread about the Sky Bar. The word also began to spread, man, there's a lot of talent down there in H-Town. You can get some stuff done down at that event because at the time, believe it or not, the gym, which is located in the Atascocita, only had 3 courts back then, Haller. It only was 3 courts. It's 4 courts now. And that was the only location because we didn't do younger kids. So the GMI was all under one roof. And once again, innovating. We added something else. We told you about the Sky Bar. We also decided in the GMI will go down in the history books as probably the first all home cooked hospitality room during a live period in the United States of America. They had hospitality rooms, but nothing that was of that magnitude was that of college coaches that was all home cooked. Even the desserts, homemade tea cakes, homemade cupcakes, everything was home cooked. And then so on that Saturday, Haller, Marjorie's gumbo became popular for a lot of them coaches who didn't get a chance to eat gumbo on a regular based on where they were in the country. So that was another component of it. There was one year, Haller, that a college coach, actually, we were down on talent this particular year. I don't know what year it was. He actually had the private jet to land over at Bush. The driver, wasn't no Uber back then. He had the black car, came and got him, brought him to the gym. He came and ate a bowl of gumbo, bought a coach's packet, said cheat sheet. We just here to support. We on the way to another event. We just came to support and keep our word. I swear to you, the coach stayed there for about 45 minutes, ate 2 bowls of gumbo, took some desserts to go, and was gone. That's how popular. So it became a measuring stick because then other events start to incorporate and improve and boast on their hospitality rooms. So for those that go way back, you guys know I'm not joking. So that means they had different components that added to it. Now, let's take you on to now. Greater Houston has a bunch of young talent. Remember, Haller, just last month at the Nike Elite 100, we had several kids from the area that were invited to that young event. The talk had already started in Orlando at top NBPA Top 100 camp that they're expecting an easy 15 to 20 players from the state of Texas will get invited to that camp next year, Top 100 camp. 15 to 20 from the state of Texas. That's with your eyes closed. Talent is there. Also, you think of those same components. Home-cooked meals never go out of style because when a lot of these coaches are on the road, guys, they eat so much fast food, you wouldn't even believe it. Yes, they can afford other meals, but they don't have the time to sit down with a fork and a knife while they're at a lot of these live events. They don't have the time. They always got to get here, got to meet with this person, meet with that person. So that means a lot of meetings are overshadowed at a restaurant with a fork and knife. And you're really not eating and digesting it as you would like to, because every 3 words is a word going out or a nod going in, and because you're talking with somebody. Let me tell you something, guys. Haller, I know you talk to people from all over, and not to say that, and you and me, we probably grow out of it a little bit, But I do know one thing. Collective across the country, and I just left Orlando, and a lot of them NBA young boys were down there and old. And know what they all can agree on? Right now, there is no city in the United States of America, no matter what color you are, no matter what kind of food you like, that has a greater outdoor experience than Houston on a Sunday afternoon. Right now, we're the king. We are the king of the Sunday brunches in the United States. Houston, Texas is. And everybody around the country knows it. There ain't no one place you got to go to, like in a lot of cities. You got to go here, then you got to stand in line. We got about 10 of them that you can choose from on a Sunday, and you can still get the best victuals, your best meal of the weekend. So my point is, that's an attraction. A college coach will come into Houston and experience that, especially one of them young boys in their 30s or their 20s. They ain't going to want to miss 50-15 on a Sunday. They ain't want to miss Chapman, what they call Kirby and Chapman, or Grace's, or Lucille's, or none of those. They ain't want to miss none of them. Trust me on this one. So we have the incentive is back. All the talent got to do is agree to stay home and have the faith that they will come. I promise you they will come. See, there's going to be college coaches that's going to trickle into the GMI this weekend because, number one, I talked to a few of them who verified they were already coming in town for New Balance championships, right? So if they're coming for New Balance championships, then Chief, we're going to come over and support you. Do you guys not understand what relationships does in this business? The value or the importance or the meaning or the possibility of any man or any person having the capability to get you a pay raise, then you have value. I'll say it again. If Robert Haller had the capability to get your baby an advancement or to save you money or to make you some money, he becomes more valuable or valuable to you. Well, to a lot of these college coaches, no, regardless of what you've been told or regardless of the ignorance that you've allowed to plague over your brains, I have a lot of value with a lot of college coaches right now. So that means if they're able to, they're going to trickle through and support. Does that mean you're going to see 25, 35, 55 college coaches on the side of each court? Heck no. I don't expect that. But it's going to, all you need is one to like your baby.
That's all.
And you could have some of y'all could save yourself a whole bunch of time and a whole bunch of money. How'd we understand the older guys, our top shelf guys, our upperclassmen, they're obligated to be at these sneaker events. So that's cool. They're obligated to be there. Okay, ain't no problem with that. So now you get to the others and the underclassmen. If you're playing an event like this, that means you're on the main court. That means you're the red ant in that ant bed. That means when a college coach walk in the building, know that college coach going to ask myself or Doug Jones, know what they're going to say? Who I need to see. That's what the college coach is going to. No matter how many emails you send them yesterday, you think these dudes are printing that stuff up and putting it in their pocket and, I've got to see your baby. You really want to believe that? I don't care how many people he dunked on the video. He come to this type of event. He gonna walk in that door. He's watched 30 games already. The kids are morphing, looking alike. He just coming through to get a good bowl of spaghetti or whatnot. And he's going to ask, what court do I need to be on right now? Who I need to see? Maybe I should start a service to let y'all, that way now, that might be an idea. That's what I need to do? Since you're paying for fake-ass tweets, and that ain't working for y'all, maybe I should just start a concierge service that whenever a college coach walks through the door, I will guarantee he walks over to your court where your baby is playing at. How much is that worth? Since you're willing to pay for a hotel for 4 nights to go to Dallas, to play in a division that's not even certified, you're willing to drive up there. What's that worth? That's about what? $1,500? What is it worth? Because I could do that now. And I'm asking for a friend. What is that worth? If I was the coach walked through the door and I said, Coach, you need to walk over here to court 2 is where you need to be. The blue court, coach. Right now, let's go to the blue court. And I walk that coach over to the blue court. I stand around the side of him. How much is that worth to you? Because just because that coach is in the building don't mean he there to see your baby play. You could be over on the red court. I could walk his ass to the gold court. What is it worth?
They do ask that. I got to interject here because I was just letting you have you. But they do ask, man, who I need to see. I mean, it saves them so much time. Listen to me, y'all. They ain't just walking in the gym by happenstance, man. They walk in the gym, first of all, by their relationships, and then they walking in the gym and they ask me, man, who you in here watching? Especially if I'm at a game, who you in here watching? So it's a unique situation, and but Jimmy, I think we've been talking about this for 5 or 6 years. And some of these parents, I guess the old parents, they gonna do what the hell they want to do anyway. They just think they know it all. Because a lot of people who grew up on the Chop Shop, they think they know it all. Sometimes you can't tell them that. But it's some new, you got to remember, Jimmy, I never forget you said, it's a new cycle of parents come every year. It's a new cycle. It's going to be some new 9th graders every single year. And they don't understand it. Ain't nobody going to tell them, hey, y'all need to watch the Chop Shop. No, because they want all this information for themselves. And some people don't want people to know because it'll wake them up to certain things. So it's just, it's community, man. We got to get a little better at communicating, man. We got to get a lot better at listening. What I see is just a lot of them think they know it all and they talking. Like I had to tell somebody the other day, man. I'm sitting there giving them some information that I know they ain't never heard before in their life, but instead they typing. How in the hell you gonna type and listen at the same time? God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. He meant for you to listen more, because he could have gave you 2 mouths now. He God. But what happened, Jimmy? I'm just watching them. I just see too many they just think they got it. Oh my God! If you a coach of a summer basketball team, you got it all. You know, if you're a director of a summer basketball team, you know it all. Man, let me tell you something, dude. You're forever learning in this world. If you think you know it all right now, man, you don't know much. You know, you don't know much. But it's just unique, man. I'm sitting there listening and listening. When I get quiet like that, y'all, I was just sitting there trying to formulate what in people's mind that would make you leave a city to go somewhere some college coaches gonna be. But then, Jimmy, they told me it's more competition. That's what they told me. The comp is better. It's a lot of comp up there at them Gasso events. Mr. Gasso, I ain't talking about you. I'm just telling you, whatever you done spread and put in out, people, boy, they love what you're doing, Mr. Gasso. They love Mr. Gasso up there. So, I mean, and I'm just sitting there laughing because, Jimmy, maybe my son was in an era I never bragged about. I'm going to Gasso. When did the Gasso thing become And somebody help me because I know you in that same industry. So I don't want it ain't you going. It's you against nobody. I ain't never heard Alan Branch or Coach Henderson say, "Man, we got to go to Gasso." I never heard that. Maybe they said it, and maybe we went. Jimmy, I don't even remember. That's why I have no relationship with none of the guys. I've never been to eat. I don't know nothing against them. Maybe they some nice guys. I just never have. But I just don't understand that you telling me you got to go. And if that's what you want to do, go. Some people just want to go extra trip to get away from the wives, the girlfriends. I understand that too. And the kids might want to be on a road trip. Let's go. Hey, they can go on a road trip here. Guess what? Get them out their parents' house. Hold up. You want to rent some hotels? Rent some hotels by the facility in Houston. And that'll be your road trip. Go over the pop stroke and have team bonded out. You have to go to Dallas. I'm just wondering, especially if you one of those lower division kids, especially. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, so that's the thing. I mean, that's I see Doug Jones says if we keep it 100, some of these teams look for some smoke, but they end up getting more than they bargained for, then come back complaining. And that's the part that happens every year. And that's the part about being an informed consumer. I say this all the time. You go and you spend your dollars, then you're not satisfied. And you briefly complain, but then you take your dollars right back there. That's what that's a huge
that's insanity there, Jim.
And it happens. We hear it and we see it all the time. And a question, okay.
Hold on, I like this one. I'd heard this one. Thank you, Trey. I forgot about to tell you about this one, Jim. When the team got all them teams, man, they get, come on, they feel bigger is better. They had all of these things. It's bigger, it's better. I'm just telling you. I done heard that.
Hey, man, when we hearing all this stuff, do you think it's the excuse or the reason? That's the question to ask. Whatever direction it's coming from. Do you honestly think it's the excuse of that person or the reason? And then that way you can, because there's a lot of excuses. People the excuses, they're gonna move the goalposts. But moving on, speaking of grassroots basketball over the weekend.
Yeah.
We've had a young man, it's July. Mm-hmm. And a young man who was a graduating senior in the class of 2023. Mm-hmm. He announced that he's asking for a release or opening up his recruitment after he had pledged and or signed with Prairie View A&M. His name is Kenneth Lewis. Kenneth Lewis was an all-state selection in the class of 4A. He helped Booker T. Washington High School out of Houston advance to the state tournament. He led the team in scoring this year with 19, a little bit over 19 a game. He's ultra athletic, but at times when it mattered most, would be very inconsistent. But he had this one Division I scholarship in the bag, and now he's announced that he's opening it up. I hadn't talked with the head coach of Prairie View A&M, who's, once again, relationships back about 20 years ago, actually a little bit more than 20 years ago. I sponsored a Pro-Am team and the head coach of Prairie View played on my team. I didn't play. I just funded the team. And we were both born in Shreveport, Louisiana, as Byron B. Smith. I met him when he was playing at Tyler Junior College when I was at Angelina. But we didn't know each other really until he got to University of Houston under Pat Foster. And Byron Smith has a very, very underestimated by the masses basketball brain. He's overly confident, and he's good at interpreting basketball. My thing is, if you're going to always decommit, make sure you have somewhere else to go. I say this all the time. You're going to leave one spot, make sure you have somewhere to land on your feet. And remember, I had already said, and I told several guys, I didn't make any bets, but I'm on the record with several guys. And I said to you guys, with dealing with Prairie View and knowing Byron B. Smith, that I would be surprised if he made it to a uniform. So if we had made bets, I'll be cashing in right now. Making it to the uniform is a whole different process. That means you made it. That means you last through the rigors of the offseason. So hopefully things will, Kenneth Lewis, everything will go and fall right into place for him. Hopefully it'll fall right into place. Realize he's talented enough. So we have a message.
Where you gonna try to get him to fall, Jimmy?
Huh?
Where you gonna try to get him to fall to? Where is he gonna fall? You think he might go to where you think he might go?
I didn't say about him fall. I said that I mentioned about I didn't, him making it through the fall. But right now, his options include junior college.
Okay.
His options include there's going to be a school that will buy. He's too athletic at 6'6" for a lot of schools to flat out ignore. He's too athletic. When you possess that type of God-given talent, then a certain type of coach will say, I can coach the rest. I can teach you basketball. But then a lot of others will say, I don't have the time for what we do, depending on what your system is, how complex a person's system is. If it's A plus B equals C, get on with it. But that's the news on Kenneth Lewis. Shout out to Draylon Miller from Silsbee High School. He's a 2-sport star who has committed to Texas A&M in football. And glad for this young man. He didn't wait to December. He didn't wait to go through all this stuff. Think about it. He can always change his mind up until the December signing date for football. And people will always try to get you guys to different types of opinions to try to get you to, oh no, you want to go through all emotions. I'm telling people now, show me the person who's taken all 5 visits now. They don't, that's like a thing of the past. People are going to schedule 5 visits, but I'm talking about in one term, but they hardly ever get to number 5. By the time you get down to 4, that number 5th school might have changed it and change your date. Oh, don't worry, we good. So things change. But yeah, you put something on that board out from Tanya, and she said she's not a sports parent, but a true love of sports.
Right? Now, I want you to read that. But you was in. I want you to read what she said. Just read what she said.
Never ever made a decision before you have had a conversation with that person you trust, and know it is well versed. The Chop Shop is right here. I told my friend, my line sister who has a son in sports, right, about the Chop Shop, and she listens daily and will go back and listen if she couldn't listen that day. The knowledge that Hal and Jim share is for free because they love for sports and us. Be smart. We thank you, Tanya. And you can tell from the place within our hearts that a lot of times our conversations, we talking about this stuff, and it also it may, you can look in my eyes and you could tell in my voice right now that you could tell I've said some of this stuff a lot of times to people, and you just almost just tired of talking about the same stuff over and over. And we asking you guys to share the show. We ask you guys to let people to it's ways to teach them. And the thing is, everybody that tried to give you constructive conversations when it comes to your babies, everybody ain't hating. Just that everybody ain't gonna be no yes men to a lot of your babies. Your name is on the birth certificate. And truth be told, if it wasn't for basketball, how many of these grown ass men that you didn't know 5 years ago would be in your lives? How many do you actually think that are that have came into your baby's lives over the last 5 years would be in their lives if it wasn't for basketball? Well, man, were the powers that be brought us all together. They love my baby. If it wasn't for basketball. I'll tell you something. This stuff is, think of basketball as the establishment. You're not going to beat the establishment at some of the trickery that some of you guys go through or try to implement. You're not going to win. People will make you think you have a chance to win, and they will charge you a fee to help you feel better about your chances, to make you feel better, keep you from going insane about a lot of your decisions that you made in the past. To go and just make your babies feel good for a day. So what happens next week, Adam? What happens next month? They made your baby feel good for a day. What happened next year? If you have to pay now, do you think they're going to give it to you free later? If you're willing to pay now, all you might get later is an extra heap of serving of the same bullshit you've been eating for the last year. And you know you don't have to pay. All you got to do is sit down like Tanya, Miss Tanya said, and talk to your babies. These teenage boys can understand more than you're giving them credit for. They understand, but y'all are making them believe that just because you outplayed this kid who's ranked higher, that you're better or as good as he is as a college prospect. And that's bullshit. And y'all know it keeps selling, and you keep selling it over and over and over. And I just keep challenging your asses that you're not going to get it right, and I become the most hated. But guess what?
Well, he's scoring more points than this guy. Jimmy, all we can do is keep doing what we're doing, man. Jimmy, I ain't gonna lie though, some people are listening. We got some more Tanyas out there. Some of these people listen. Some of them ain't gonna never listen. Jimmy, don't you expect, Jimmy, why you think the pastor feel who preach to these crazy ass folks every week? And they come to us doing the same thing every day. How you think he feel? How you think? That's what people don't understand. How you think the pastor feel? So it's just, we just got to keep on, Jimmy. Somebody gonna get this, and somebody gonna understand it, and we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. You know what? I can't wait to do. Hey, as soon as I get off this show, Money Mike is about to play. So, hey, so what else you got? Go on, you got something else for me?
Now tomorrow, of course, we got to get ready to land the plane shortly. Told you MVP Top 100 camp. I promised at the top of the show give you a little snippet on that. I did a recap of that. You go into VIP news on rcssports.com, and we had, I think, 8 players from from Texas, that were in attendance. Of those, by the end of Friday, by Friday morning, that is, only 5 were still actively playing. No, take that back. Shoot. By the time Friday came around, Heather, maybe like only 3 of them were still playing. Maybe only 3 were still playing by the time Friday come around. Our kids from Greater Houston, Cade Dotson, Ashton Simmons, Dylan Thompson. Dylan Thompson was what they call a legacy invite, meaning that if you are the son of a former NBA player who's paid their dues, active member of the union, then your son is eligible to play. They don't count towards the 100 campers, so that's why it's always like 110 campers. So Dylan is the son of Damon Jones and Tina Thompson. Tina was there all weekend. I applaud her, being the fact that Miss Tina Thompson was a head Division I coach at a Power 5 institution only 3 years or so ago at University of Virginia. She's a Hall of Famer. And still, this basketball recruiting, as me and her talk, I don't want to get deep into our conversations, but I can paraphrase, and I'm going to tell you something. This basketball has the power to, no matter what your resume is, to stick his hands in your heart, grab your heart, and nearly just pull it out of your chest. That no matter what you know, this basketball is just that powerful for those who aren't equipped to navigate through it with their academically, with their knowledge. Remember, think about it. Tina Thompson was a head Division I coach. So she had to go and did the recruiting. She know women's basketball a little bit different, but some of the foundation is the same. She was writing notes. She was getting intel. She had to watch her baby play. Now she has to be the mama that has to give those pep talks like some of you parents are. And as a single parent, a single woman having to navigate through this with all this testosterone flowing through the building with these men, I can only imagine how hard it is for Miss Tina Thompson.
As it can be hard for Tina, it's hard for all parents.
No, I mean, because with her, her position as a professional, she was a head college coach.
But coaches, a lot of coaches are head college coaches and their sons playing basketball.
They're
high profile than her. Why is her journey so hard?
You would think the head college coach that's a Hall of Famer, you would say, well, man, you know it all.
No, but how is her? Mike? I used to watch Mike Davis sit on the sideline and just be quiet and let his son play. But they should know. They should be a lot better than the regular parents because of what you just said. I don't think it's hard on her to sit back. Just sit back and be the parent that she wants the other parents to be. That's my point of view about it. I just ain't. I'm not finna sit up here and say she's an outlier or nothing. She's just a parent. Just because you're a Hall of Famer, Akeem is a Hall of Famer. I just don't understand what you're trying. Maybe y'all had some deeper in y'all conversations, but you see this all the time. High profile people that got kids playing. High school coaches, former coaches got kids playing. So I'm just trying to see what makes it so hard. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'll put it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think of how many of these women can you name that you just said high profile.
Are you just saying a woman?
Yes, that makes it hard. That makes it hard.
It makes it hard because she's a woman. I think it's hard on a regular woman. It might be harder on B. Scott than her.
No.
Now B. Scott married. I'm talking about hard on another. Why is so hard for her? Just explain to me. Maybe I missed something. Why is so hard for a woman of means? Tell me why it's hard.
I said a single.
Why is hard for a single woman or her? Because there's a million single women out here.
Okay, so
hold up. They got kids in 2 events that's flying back and forth. From
once again, they don't. Let me. I think you might have missed the parameters of what I described. A celebrity single black woman in this basketball, a Hall of Fame.
Cheryl Swoops.
It was hard as hell for Cheryl Swoops, and I remember talking to her.
What is hard about it? It ain't like the son got to live up to what she's done.
But
the son got to live up to what the daddy's done.
Understand? So that means now the communication bridge at some point, the dad is going like as that dad for Cheryl Swoop's son, his father was a coach there. And it was also, understand, and so it was a different because he got to see him every day. So the balance of the fatherhood in there was there during the work day or the school day. This situation, Cheryl was there. Tina's there, but Damon Jones was not. And Damon Jones, so it can be harder because certain times in certain rooms or in certain conversations, most women know they would rather a man handle engage in certain conversations when you're dealing with other men. Everybody, that's fair enough. So that's why it's going to be harder because now you have to become one of those parents that wonder if somebody's really being straight up with you or they BSing you around. And that can be tolling on a person. It could be tolling. And like I said, I talked with Tina. And I'm telling you, paraphrasing, she says it's hard.
I'm just saying it ain't no harder for her than the other single mama. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to see why woe is me. Tina saying it's hard. I know a mama is flying back and forth to each place, got a son here, a daughter here, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's hard. Tina sitting up there with y'all at the Players 100 camp and worried about the recruiting of her son. I just don't see. But if she says hard, I guess it's hard. But guess what? I don't see how it's just too hard. I think it's hard on all single women. That's what I'm saying.
Expectations are different for the celebrity ones. Initial expectations are different.
So it was hard on D Wade because his son wasn't good enough.
But out the gate, I guarantee you this.
But he wasn't he's a single father.
That's the man that's in Chicago and in Illinois, right? That kid right there, right?
Yeah.
The one that
don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
So
don't say that.
But understand something. I've never been there before, but I can only imagine for you,
Jim,
how when the woman, when you became a breast, the moment you became a breast, 2 moments of the fact that A, it's a boy, B, when he was actually born into the world. I can only imagine. I've never been there before.
Best feeling in the world.
Father, in your mind, you're thinking 18 years out. Oh, I'm gonna put that ball in his hand. He gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. So expectations are there.
I want him to play football. I wish he had kept playing football.
Yeah, because because football was your cow then.
Yeah, I just thought I liked being a football dad instead of basketball. Basketball dad, I was too critical.
So expectations. I think, and I flip and I pivot.
Yeah.
Clyde what is his name? Clyde Drexler.
Yes.
Had a son, Adam.
Yes, Adam.
Dylan is better than Adam Drexler was right now. Dylan Thompson is better than Adam Drexler was.
Okay.
Let's get that straight right now. Dylan is not bad. He's right there at the cusp. He's still he's 6'7", 6'6", and like that. 6'5" and a half, 6'6".
I'm trying to see what's the problem. Wait a minute. Maybe you could. Did she give you some specifics that you can't talk? What's her problem? Because she got to deal with in a male dominate. What's her problem? Every mama got to deal with that if she's a single mom.
Remember, I just told you one.
Not because she's a celebrity. Tell me her being a celebrity.
Expectations on that son from day one. Everybody she probably meet thinking that he gonna have a jump shot like his pappy, and that's hard because now if you're divorced from that parent, you don't even want to hear that.
But that ain't hard, Jimmy. If that's all, you know what that's remind me of? Chris Paul whining talking about my daughter got to go to school and somebody telling her I ain't won no championship. Negro, you live in a $20 million mansion and your daughter, that kid might be working for your daughter one damn day. Man, you whining. Remember, my daughter is the nicest thing in the world. And there ain't no damn problems. And the boy gonna tell her, your daddy ain't never won no championship. If that's the worst thing somebody tell your daughter, dude, you living good. She ain't told your daughter she got holes in her pants. She got holes in her. Your daddy. No, Jimmy, I'm not Jimmy. Maybe I've been around these guys and I'm desensitized to them too much. Dude, they people just like us. And I ain't getting them no slack. I'm sorry. They people just like us, man. I'm telling you, Tina talking about it's hard. It's hard. What you should have just said? What Tina, just call me anytime you need me there. It ain't that hard. Your son can play. It's hard when your son can't play. It's hard, Jimmy. It's hard when your son can't play and he might not get no scholarship. I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
That's when it's hard, Jimmy. It ain't hard. I know what you're saying because you done tugged on your little heartstrings up there. Hell no, it ain't hard.
No, it's understand that. You know, a lot of people don't know the relationship or the dynamics that goes into just because you are the son of somebody.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
A similar situation happens with Karl Malone with one of his daughters that he wasn't there for.
Yeah.
And that young lady went through her whole career, ended up being okay for her. But that was a difficult, and her mom, and that was hard. Even for the kid, because if it's hard for the kid, it's indirectly gonna be hard for that primary parent. That's all I'm saying. But and both of them are good people. And Dylan Thompson is gonna be he's gonna be all right.
He's gonna be all right. Was he the best legacy kid?
Well, he was a legacy kid.
I said, he's the best legacy kid.
He was the only legacy. Well, we had two legacy kids from out of Texas, B.J. Davis Ray and Dylan. But Dylan did not. Dylan, let me tell you something. Dylan had fun. Dylan, it wasn't this wasn't depressing. He had fun in his space. His minutes got dwindled to maybe like 10 minutes a game over his last two outings, and they had to leave a day early.
Jim, I don't like that when you talk about somebody that had fun.
No, he was having. I mean, on the court, I'm talking about. He wasn't one that was sitting there moping. He was engaged, meaning that his energy while he was on the bench was actually good.
Okay. No, but you said, but you know when you say you had fun, that just said, oh well, he just had fun.
No, but see, well, the thing is, well, let me elaborate. A legacy kid, I don't grade them with the same ruler as a regular invite. Me personally, I don't grade them the same way. So I don't. My expectations for a legacy kid, it goes amongst other legacy kids, right? And he was definitely more in the top half of the legacy kids rather than the bottom half of them. He was definitely one of, if it's 10 legacy kids, he was definitely in the top 5 of those for his performance. You know, didn't knock it out the box, but he was consistent in the minutes that that was allotted towards him. Now, far as who's the best kid out of Texas, Liam McNeely was the best kid out of Texas.
But why he play for a team from Florida? What team?
It's high school. It's high school.
Oh,
yeah, Montverde.
Oh, so what high school? What? Wait a minute. What? Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, he's from DFW. So okay. Liam McNeely.
So because you claimed him from DFW, but he playing on a Florida team.
Well, that's the same thing with Keontae George 2 years ago when he was there. Keontae George
but he didn't play on no Florida summer team.
Well, once you go there, you have the option. If you go to one of those schools, you can you can play on one of those grassroots teams in the stick events. But Liam was by far he finished the camp in a very strong fashion. But he was so average in the first day and a half for the most part, average or inconsistent, that he had too much ground to catch up from having serious consideration as an all-star. The MVP of the camp was Cooper Flagg because his team won the event, the one-day tournament on Friday. In comparison to Cameron Boozer, who had straight dominated as well, his team was knocked out in the first, didn't even make it past one game. And he could have played more as an add-on to a team, but he just opted to rest. The matchup between Boozer and Cooper Flagg, as I explained to you guys the other day on the Chop Shop, Boozer got the advantage. Cooper Flagg team don't dare use wins and losses with a lot of force in this type of conversations, or if you're in debate, because in this situation, it's 5 in, 5 out for the most part.
Jimmy, they went to work this morning against each other, 5 on, 5 all the game this morning.
Yeah, and
9 this morning.
Cooper Flagg got the win again.
Yeah, he got the win.
Stat-wise, I heard that it was pretty much,
No, your boy wasn't efficient. He was selling too much. He should have went to the hole. Boozer was selling for them ugly ass jump shot, and he had hit one and thought he was gonna keep hitting them. He shot. He was man. I saw it. It was it was terrible. His stats were terrible. Somebody go pull it up.
So Herb, you say took it to him again. He damn sure didn't take it to him in Orlando.
What?
Herb says Cooper Flagg took it to Boozer again.
No, I ain't saying he took it to him. I'm just saying.
Not in Orlando. It damn sure didn't take it to him in Orlando.
No. Boozer didn't take. He didn't take it. Notice I didn't say he took it to Boozer.
I'm quoting what Herb said.
That's Herb
again.
Yeah.
And that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let you just forget and act like Orlando didn't happen in front of the NBA folk just the other day when they were both fresh.
Yeah. Fresh out the gate. Yeah.
I'm not going to let everybody just forget that fast. And you can forget in a couple of months or a couple of weeks, but not that fast. Not that fast.
8 for 24. 8 for 24.
That ain't efficient at all.
That's the point I'm trying to. That's the point.
Now pull up them stat lines from when they played each other at top 100 camp. And
he didn't take it to Boozer this morning. He didn't take it to Boozer. Boozer just was settling. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm glad I watched the game. Because if I hadn't watched the game and I'd have listened to that, I would have listened. Watch the game for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Because everybody look at the game different. Watch the game for yourself. Jimmy, let's get out of here, man. I gotta go.
So just for the record, when they played against each other, when this matchup today between those two teams combined, how many mid to high level Division I prospects on both of their teams? For those that know, you can go in this. I'm gonna give you something to just think on. Let it soak in.
I don't know.
Right? Once again, I'm gonna say it again. Between the team, Cooper Flag's team, and between the Knight Riders team, how many of those teams combined that you're going to go on the record and say is a high major player on the team?
I got to take another look at them.
Yeah, okay, now let's go back just a few days ago when both of them were on a team that had maybe combined 16 high majors on the court defending you
at the NBA. Jimmy, yes. They wasn't defending. Jimmy, they wasn't defending.
I'm just letting you know. I'm just talking about opposite you. Defense does count down the stretches 1-on-1, and ISO comes on, and they trying to get at you. But I'm saying is about 16 Division I. Here's the thing. In that game, Cameron Boozer was 9 for 12 from the field, right? 22 points, 14 rebounds. Right, in 28 minutes. He only took 12 shots, got 22 points, 14 rebounds. 5 of those were on the offensive end. In that game, Cooper Flag was 6 for 16. He was inefficient. 0 for 4 from three-point land, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks.
Go. I watched the game this morning. All Boozer did, he just settled. If he don't settle and get his ass down there and get to the rim, he all right. But he gets to the rim and kick out. His guys wasn't hitting no shots. And they was kind of coming there and Flag was tough. I'm just saying, if he didn't settle for them threes, he'd have had a much efficient game. And they could have won that game if he don't settle. That's why I'm glad I went back and I'm glad I watched the game. I'm just glad I watched the game. Kevin Allen, but we got to get out of here, Jim. Man, I got to be somewhere in a few minutes.
Yeah, that's once again the comparison of players around you. That does matter.
But Cooper Flag, I thought he had some insurance men around him. He had some future insurance man around him a lot. His brother was balling. His the left hand dude was balling, and they was rebounding. Them dudes were out rebounding them guys, man.
But Haller, Cooper Flag on his team. I'll give you 2 names to go look up when we get off the show. Mm-hmm. VJ Edgecrumby was Cooper Flag's point guard. Daquan Davis was Cooper Flag's point guard.
I'm talking about this morning.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking about last week. I'm talking about, so that matters who I got on the court with me. That matters, and who I got on the court.
But he won again today without them on the court.
But at the same time,
with some insurance man on the court with it.
At the same time, Cameron Boozer, his players that he got. That's why I'm asking you how.
Jason Mitchell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Those guys are 15. There's a 16 under team, Haller.
Yeah.
So it would be absurd for anybody to think that those teams are equipped in talent level on the floor with you than what they had when they both played against each other last week.
I'm glad I watched the game. Though this game I watched this morning between them two guys was one of the better played games I've seen. I saw people passing. I saw people cutting. I saw people running actions. They was playing. This 16 and under team playing better than most of these 17 under team. So that's what I saw this morning.
If you take the point, okay. If you take the point guard, of course, Boozer has his brother out there. But then who's the other guard on the court alongside him? You take him out, whoever that person is he? If you swapped him out with Rob Wright, the little guard, that guard played alongside Cameron Boozer. If Rob White was on that team, as opposed to that means an upgrade. It's an upgrade.
Jim, let me answer this one right quick because they asked him why was he settling. Why do most 16, 15-year-old people settle? They fall in love with the jump shot. Y'all kill me. Why was he settling? Go watch the freaking game for your damn self, because it's free on the thing. And then you come back and tell me why he was settling. Why is he settling? But I know college players settling. I know pros settle. So you telling me a 15, 16-year-old boy can't settle just because his name Boozer? You got to be out your mind. Two people talking about why is he settling? Go watch the game. You'll see. He fell in love with his jump shot. They was giving it to him. He was taking it. I would have punished them little boy. That's why he was settling. They weren't making him settle nothing. They weren't making him settle. He was just, okay, I'm finna shoot this three. I'm finna fall up in the, I'm finna fall in love with the three. And guess what? You fall in love with the three, guess what? You mess around and look what happened to you. But that's the problem. But Jim, I got to get out of here, man.
Yeah, we got to get out of there. Got guys, we go all day. Y'all didn't understand.
Go to Peace Jam, the website. Yeah. Go to the Peace Jam, Nike Peace Jam, and you can find it.
They said, why was he selling? That dude.
No, he said, why was he selling?
You go and hit 2 out of 3 3-pointers against me, and you're going to feel like next time we go play again next week, you know what you're going to feel like? You're going to feel like your hand's still hot. You're
That's gonna try why to he was selling.
And then at the same time, once again, I mentioned these other personnel. Some of those other guys that are more talented and a year older, then they may have the capability to wait and make sure you in the right spot on your floor to start operate from, and not where you want to be because you running them other guy. They gonna tell you, hey, get up, boost, come on now, run, get down there. So now it's different how they getting you the ball. That will help you become 9 for 12 from the field, as opposed to 8 for 24 when you get it where you want to. No, you ain't bringing the ball up down the court with these older guys on the floor every time. As I've seen him done with this Knight Rider team. He can get that thing and bring it down the court, do what you want to do. No, you getting the ball now, you giving it to VJ, you giving it to DeQuan, you giving it, and then you going like that. But anyway, let's get the hell up out of here and land this plane.
Yeah,
that's the thing for you guys to understand, or hopefully you can understand. But we'll be back on this tomorrow. Y'all share the show on your way out the door. I know y'all love the Chop Shop, but y'all hate sharing the show. It's a love-hate relationship, ain't it?
No, Jimmy, it ain't that they don't want to share. They don't mind watching. If you share, that means somebody else know that that's why you getting this information for. I'm telling you what my homeboy told me. He said, man, I don't want nobody to know that. I'm winning all the arguments like that. I'm not. But keep talking about my shirt. I know it's a great shirt, but let me get out of here. But why is he selling it? Yeah, Jimmy, he thought Jimmy shot an air ball one time. Jimmy, he's 16 years old. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna keep shooting that thing too if I think I can shoot. But we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Flag shot that ball last week. He was 0 for 4 from 3-point range.
Oh, he shot some today, and turned that thing over some today.
I mean, dude,
he ain't killed. Flag ain't killed nobody. That's what I don't disagree with that. Flag.
That's what I mean. He's right. You know, he got the. I can understand. He's good enough to be the Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson in this conversation, because I'm just refreshed enough, and these are my last thoughts. I'm refreshed that finally you guys, America has become adamantly engaged in comparing a white kid versus a black kid. It's always been black versus black. And remember, I told you a couple last month, George Raveling made the statement woke me up on it. Like, man, he said he don't even compare black versus black. He was talking about the LeBron versus. He don't do that. That's his personal thing. And it made me wake up. Why are we willing to go to knuckles when it comes to black on black comparisons? Let's find them. We got a couple of them now. We got a couple of them to compare now. Think about it. This year, we're going to have, what his name in San Antonio? Big one.
Wembanyama. Wembanyama.
Watch what happened in December. We'll revisit this conversation. The country is going to be split on racial lines again between him and the big fellow from OKC, the red shirt. I mean the sit out.
Check.
They're gonna be split on them. Watch for Rookie of the Year. I'm talking about for Rookie of the Year. That's what I'm talking about. It's going to be a debate. Rookie of the Year. It's going to be. Remember, he goes under the Ben Simmons clause because he didn't play this year. Remember, Ben Simmons came back and won. He really ain't a rookie, but yeah, you is. At the same time, that dude that been a pro. So that watch, it's going to be that between those two guys.
Okay.
And we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, we out. See
We
y'all.
up out here, man. Y'all share the show, man. Peace.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. This sports talk, we live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up, it's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live.